1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Almost a weekend and you don't know what to do. Or you just need something fun to listen to.
Southside Pod!
Yes, we're on the air.
Pod.
And the gang's all here, all things on the South Side. We're listening to the Southside Pod. Looking for the best Southside breweries. Or you might just need an awesome place to eat.
Southside Pod!
Mount Greenwood, Evergreen, Blue Island, Beverly, Palos, and Allsup too. You're tuned into the Southside Pod.
Southside Pod!
Oakland, Midlothian,
Southside Pod.
Oak Forest, Chicago Ridge, Flossmoor, and Bridgeview. You're listening to Southside Pod.
Mike is so happy to be out. I'm going to tell you something. We're at Cork and Carry at 106th and Western.
It's great to be back here after a couple-year absence, right?
Everybody's
Everybody's out. The weather's okay. The sun is shining.
Weather's beautiful.
It's like 45 degrees.
Yeah, but it feels
Outside
like
spring.
it feels like 70.
Yeah,
That's what
it really does. And with the week we've had, with the 2 years we've had, it's just great to be out, right?
We're handing out the Southside Pod koozie.
It's going like hotcakes.
It is. You know what? The ladies like it. 'cause it's got
Ladies love that powder blue.
yeah, they do. The ladies like it. You love this neighborhood. You were a part of this neighborhood for a long time before your wife moved you away. And the parade and people out, like it just kind of feels like home. Like after the last couple of years, it feels like home. It feels so good to be out.
It does. I woke up with a giant smile on my face, knowing it was going to be a great day, knowing that the people were going to be out supporting this event, knowing that we're back to a long parade now too. This is like a coming out.
Yeah, this thing goes on forever. It's 2 hours long and 2.5 miles.
And we have totally seen all of your children walk by in the parade.
Yes.
Totally have seen them. We waved to them. It was great.
I got children, I got nieces, I got nephews. Everybody's in this parade except for me.
I think we know half the people in the parade, and we're waving to them from inside Cork and Carry.
Yeah, you know what I've enjoyed is getting to see the parade style. Like there is just a way that people dress for this event, right? And it is like a rite of spring. Like we're old men, right?
Yeah.
But this is kind of like a meat market for young guys and girls. Like they're all like walking up like, hey you, I got my winter coat off for the first 3-4 months and I'm ready to party. Like that's what it's like out here today.
That is, and there's the girls with like the orange, the green boots on.
Right.
And there's beads everywhere.
Stuff they would never wear at any other time.
No, it's like
but they look cute in it right now.
You got one weekend a year to wear this, and you got to make the best out of that weekend. And everyone's out here having a great time.
All right, green beer or Guinness, big guy?
Oh, Guinness, totally.
Yeah, Guinness the whole time.
Yeah, I don't understand the green beer. Just give me a Guinness.
Yeah.
This is, I'll drink Guinness all year long. I don't have to, just not this weekend. I want it all year long.
Having a good time at Cork and Carry. We had a blast with everybody that was out here. I don't know. We might record something else. We might not, man. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm having a good time. Yeah, you got to listen to the show to find out how much comes from Cork and Carry and how much comes from something else. I don't have a plan this week.
No.
I got a buddy in from out of town, and I was like, I don't know if I'm doing a show. If I do it, I don't know what's on it. I didn't plan anything. I just wanted to go to this parade.
Sometimes you just got to wing it and see what happens. Show up and see what happens.
It's the Wing It episode on Southside Pod.
It might be good. It might be bad. Who knows?
On the phone line with me right now, we have an alderman from Palos Heights, Brent Lewandowski. I've known Brent since he sat behind me one time, actually a lot of classes in Brother Rice High School because Lewandowski, the names kind of line up. So, the locker's close. You sit in the classroom, they go alphabetical, boom, they're there. And he's over in Palos Heights right now, and there's some interesting stuff going on. First, I want to bring him in. How are you, Brent?
I'm doing great, Chris. How are you?
Look, man, good to talk to you. You're an alderman now in the city council. You're a bigwig, and all I am is a podcaster, man. You're in public service. How did you get into that?
That's right. I'm just a humble public servant, Chris. So, well, as you know, I work for Cook County. I was a correctional officer for 15 years. Now I work at the Cook County Pension Fund. You and I have crossed paths in our Cook County days. I just thought that I would lend some of my public service experience to Palos Heights. We love where we live. We love our city. And, we have 3 young daughters we're raising here, and we just want to make this place even better for the future.
Well, there's three Palaces, right? We got Heights, we got Park, we got Hills. How do people that live in Palos view the three Palaces?
What I would say is we're directly in the middle. We are a humble working class community that has a little bit of a country nook feel to it, as we're bordered by the Cal-Sag Canal, the forest preserves. So we have a little bit of a small town setting to us. We don't have any, for instance, big box restaurants or anything like that. Everything is family owned. So we're a little bit of a mixture of the two. Where Palos Park doesn't have as many restaurants or a downtown community, and Palos Hills has much more of that. So we're a little mixture of the two.
Yeah, I spent a lot of time in there. Computer Greeks in Palos Heights actually is who services its entire studio. They've been doing it for years. They're always like jumping in whenever something's gone wrong and get us back on the air immediately. I go to Capri, Franklin's Public House, a lot of different spots around in Palos. Just love your area. And one of the things that you guys have been talking about, take me through this a little bit. A few years ago, there was a non-binding referendum over video gaming in your town. Now, since then, we've had a pandemic, and we've seen a lot of suburbs on the south side start using video gaming. Where I'm at in Evergreen Park, that was something where they specifically did it to try to help the restaurants recover. So are you guys bringing it back? What do you do? I know you're discussing it. I know you lead like some sort of special counsel that's looking at this right now. Take me through it.
Sure, certainly. So just a little background on the video gaming. Bars and restaurants can have video gaming terminals in their businesses per state law. Now, it's up to the municipality whether or not they want to allow that. And Palos Heights is the only municipality in your viewing listening audience purview that does not allow it. What it is I think you can have up to 6 terminals per business. The state gets a portion of the revenues, the business gets a portion of the revenues, and the municipality gets a portion of the revenues. So people go to the machines, and all different bodies get to collect some of the revenues. In 2018, the Palos Heights City Council put this issue to a non-binding referendum and had the citizens of Palos Heights vote on this issue to see if they would want to allow video gaming in the city limits or not. And it was voted down 57% to 43%.
It is, though, something that, like, it was just kind of like to give you an idea, right? It wasn't like a final vote, right?
Personally, I would weigh it a little bit more than just an idea, because it's one thing to kind of have public hearings and solicit emails and phone calls and whatnot. It's another thing to ask somebody to go into the voting booth and actually give their vote one way or another on an issue, even though it is non-binding. But to your point, the city council could meet and just allow video gaming. It's non-binding, meaning we could just take it as an advisory. That's what happened in Orland Park. The same thing happened in Orland Park, where it went to referendum. It failed, but their village board voted to allow it to the businesses. Okay,
so now it's something I think that's kind of come up a little bit, and you're looking at it with your committee and you're trying to figure out what to do. Take me through, like, I mean, is this like you have a hearing and you listen to what people have to say? Are you are taking phone calls over at your office? Are you doing studies? I mean, I don't know how you're leaning here. I know one thing that happened here in Evergreen Park, just to kind of give you an idea. When it was discussed, there was concerns like, well, we don't want kids seeing this, or we don't want this, or we don't want that. So that village added different things, like it had to be behind a wall so that you couldn't really see the gaming when you walked in. Is that the phase that you're at right now, is trying to see, a couple years later, are people still into this, or where are you at?
Yeah, excellent question. So this matter was brought forth from one of our Alderman Jerry McGovern, who brought it forth for a couple of different reasons. One, his contention is things have changed because you can now gamble on your phone. Everything's legal in Illinois, sports gambling, whatever. But also that the businesses, specifically the restaurants and bars, have been hurt by the pandemic. He brought it to the full city council, and the mayor decided to refer this to my committee in order to do some of the legwork and see what happens. So down in my committee, the alderman determined to host a public hearing to solicit the community feedback, take the temperature of the residents, and see if indeed the feelings about video gaming in Palos Heights have changed. So that's kind of where we're at now. We conducted a public hearing on March the 7th. It was well attended. We had 70 residents and business owners. We had numerous emails that were sent in, for or against the proposition. Ultimately, it comes down to this, I would say. On the pro side for allowing it, it brings in additional revenue to these bars and restaurants to the tune of somewhere like $3,000 to $5,000 a month. It brings additional revenue into the city somewhere to the tune of $250,000 a year of additional tax revenue. On the con side, what I've heard from the residents, it would take away from our the family-oriented makeup that we have right now in Palos Heights. So Alderman McGovern, who has been a proponent for this and has drafted a ordinance, does also, similar to Evergreen Park, prohibit advertisements. If you have it in your business, it has to be sectioned off by a wall, or it can't be seen by diners and so on and so forth. But ultimately, where we're at right now is just collecting feedback from our residents, and we encourage that. My email is listed, I think, on the news article, or you can go to palosheights.org and get our emails, or I don't know if we're going to have another public hearing, but that would be an opportunity as well for residents to express their concerns or their support.
All right. Look, man, I'm not a video gamer. I'm the guy who goes to Vegas and likes to play at a table with human beings. But I guess some people are into this thing, and it is an interesting issue. I think you're going through what an awful lot of suburbs have gone through over the last couple of years, especially in the last year, trying to weigh the pros and the cons of it. And like you said, folks still have a chance to reach out to you and give their opinion and learn a little bit more about it. Good luck to you in this one, because this is like when I give an opinion on my podcast. There's no way I'm going to make everybody happy. So good luck, Brent. I appreciate you jumping on Southside Pod, and we'll keep an eye on this.
Thanks, Chris. And just as a quick note, I listen to all your podcasts. They're all very entertaining and informational. The Sox in the Basement, Evergreen Park, and of course the Southside Pod here. So you're doing great things. And I don't want to be condescending, but I'm proud to see you doing well.
Well, thanks, man. I appreciate that. Brent Lewandowski, whatever he wants now, vote for it. That's how I see it. Now he complimented me. Keep him in there. 4 more years or lifetime. I don't even know how it works with aldermen and Palos Heights. Thanks so much, Brent.
All right, Chris. Be good.
I have a confession to make. It's true, and I'm guessing you have done the same thing. Put more time into thinking about what's for dinner than preparing for your retirement. But if you think your retirement needs deserve more attention, I agree with you, and I want to help you out. I've got a local, experienced, down-to-earth guy who's a friend of this show. He's got a get-to-know-you approach and do the right thing values, and he's been around for over 20 years right here on the South Side. His name is Tom Walsh. He's located on the corner of 111th and Kedzie, and he's waiting for your call. In times of financial uncertainty, how can you stay on track? Call someone who's invested in your success. Reach out to Tom now, 773-779-0023, or pop in at the office right on 111th and Kedzie. Tell him we sent you. Edward Jones, Making Sense of Investing, member SIPC.
A pitcher of beer, a pitcher of beer. Let's order another pitcher of beer. That pitcher of beer should come over here. I love that pitcher of beer.
I'm going to tell you, one of the best parts of my week is when I know I'm going to come in and visit John Brandon Open Outcry at 109th and Western. This beer I'm drinking, I don't normally have this kind. When you said what it was, I was like, oh, my wife would drink this. But it's good, but it's not the first one that my eyes go to on a menu. Tell me about it.
It's sweet. What you're drinking is Dodd-Frank, which is our milkshake IPA. That milkshake IPA was made with blood orange. What defines a milkshake IPA? Are you familiar with the style of milkshake IPA?
No. Explain it to me. I mean, once we did hazy, I was like, all right, we got our New England, and then they came out with milkshake, and I was like, now we're just getting a little bit fancy. I'm a West Coast IPA guy that makes your hair curl up on the back of your neck because it's strong. That's my kind of IPA. So as we get to these variations, I get confused.
Milkshake IPAs could be a little controversial in the beer world, especially with traditional brewers. They don't like brewing these things. But we've talked about hazy IPAs on your show in the past, and it's not necessarily a traditional style. However, it's a great style because it's introduced a lot of people to craft beer, or a nice gateway beer to have conversations with guests that will drink this, but then you can introduce them to other styles. And that's the case here. A milkshake IPA is defined by, well, first of all, it's hazy, right? Just like a hazy IPA. They typically have lactose in it to make them sweeter, and there's a little lactose in there. They're also, a lot of brewers will add vanilla bean or vanilla extract to a milkshake IPA. Not always, but a lot of times. Ours, in this case, does not. And it always comes with a fruit, some sort of fresh fruit puree. This one is blood orange.
Does your milkshake bring all the boys to the yard?
Damn right. It's better than yours.
All right, we're at Cork and Carry, 106th and Western. What's your name, dude?
Mark.
Mark, you're the smartest person I've seen in this bar. Everybody else is drinking one can of beer or a cup, and you are walking around with a pitcher for yourself.
That's it, man. The more the merrier. I mean, bigger bang for my buck. I don't have to go up to the bar anymore.
Yeah, you're solid right now.
Done.
Yeah, you're in. You're in. You're out. You don't have to stay in the line.
Yeah, we're smart, not hard. My grandpa always used to say.
Couple years since this thing happened, man. Are you ready to tie one on? It's like a big day for you, I would imagine.
Yeah, I just announced that I'm having a baby, actually.
You are. First one.
Yeah.
Is this your wife?
No, that's a sister.
Sister-in-law.
She can't be drinking. If she was carrying that'd be a problem, huh?
Sure. So you left your wife at home so you could drink pitchers of beer.
She's gonna be my DD later. That's right. I knock her up and then I got a DD. I got a pitcher of beer and a DD. I was already planned for St. Patty's Day.
Dude, you're so Southside. I appreciate you coming on the show.
Of course, man. Anytime, man.
It is now time for your Southside Bulletin Board, brought to you by Cool Clouds Vapor Shop, located at 3837 West 95th Street in Evergreen Park. Cool Clouds wants to help you quit smoking. Quitting smoking is hard. Maybe their products will help you. They have a full taster bar and lots of knowledgeable staff. Check out all they have to offer at coolcloudsvapor.com. This episode comes out on St. Patrick's Day. That means everybody on the South Side has a special. It just depends on where you're going to be. Palos Hills, Rooftop Tap, they have $2 specialty shots, green beer, of course, and karaoke. And they're giving away a prize for the best St. Patrick's Day outfit. Durbin's in Palos Hills is doing shamrock-shaped pizzas all the way through the 17th, St. Patrick's Day. And that's actually at every location. In Oak Lawn, DJ Rick will be at Riley's Daughter starting at 4 p.m. Clancy's 95th Irish Tavern has a full lineup. Richie Z at 12:30, Stockyard Kilty Band with the Bagpipes at 4 p.m., John Williams at 4:30, Cross Key Irish Dancers at 6:30, and the Patches O'Houlihan Band at 8. Go into Evergreen Park, Porter Cullen's Irish Pub, 3541 West 99th Street. They always have a great scene during St. Patrick's Day. That's where I'm going to be. It's right up the street. A bunch of specialty drinks for the day, including a Bailey's Mint Martini and a Guinness Whiskey Cream. And the site of our broadcast for the Southside Irish Parade this past Sunday, you're hearing some audio of that on this program, Cork and Carry on Western Avenue. They have a special St. Patrick's Day menu. If you have a kid signed up for baseball this year, or softball, or they're already working on another sport, Grinders Training Academy at 102nd and Kedzie Avenue has youth sports training, conditioning, fitness classes for all levels, kids and adults. It is a safe, clean, and structured environment, private coaching available, and coaches can rent their facilities. Learn more at grindersacademy.com. That's grinders with a Z, academy.com. And this weekend, if you are a wrestling fan, the Road to WrestleMania After Hours Trivia kicks off at 6 p.m. this Saturday the 19th at the Evergreen Park Public Library. Register your team of 4 by March 18th, and on March 19th, you compete. All you have to do to sign up is give them a call at 708-422-8522. There is fun and fabulous prizes. That's your bulletin board. This is Southside Pod, found everywhere podcasts can be found, and always at southsidepod.com.
I am standing here with a girl that has green furry boots. Now, I'm on the patio at Cork and Carry. It's definitely Southside Irish Parade Day. Your friend here has rainbow bright socks on, which is amazing. Is this the only day you wear these? Do you save these for once a year?
Yes, this is the only day.
That's it?
Wouldn't I be ridiculous walking down the street with these if I wore them on a regular?
I don't know. It'd be cool for a Friday night. You got nobody special? It's like, I'm going to put those on. We're going out, baby?
Yeah, the Grinch.
The Grinch? You and the Grinch get together with those on.
We do.
Yeah. All right. So is this the first?
It's a fact. I swear to God.
Is this the first stop? Like, what's the plan today?
We'll probably hit up Lawler's later.
It's the first stop. Yes, first stop.
A lot of drinking involved, huh? You got a house party or something? You're going to?
No.
Sneaking into?
Stay here and get drunk.
Just walking up and being like, "Hey, we're girls. We're coming in." Like, do you pull that move every once in a while?
Kid free.
Yeah, exactly. You pull that move. All right. Well, enjoy the parade, and I love the boots.
Thank you much.
White people humming. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'll stop the world and melt with you.
I'll stop the world and melt with you.
You've seen the difference and it's getting better all the time. There's nothing you and I won't do.
I'll stop the world and melt with you.
I'll stop the world and melt with you. I'll stop the world and melt with you.
I'll stop the world and melt with you.
I'll stop the difference and it's getting better all the time. There's nothing you and I won't do.
I'll stop the world and melt with you.
I'll stop the world and melt with you. I'll stop the world and melt with you. I'll stop the world and melt with you. I'll stop the world and melt with you. I'll stop the world and melt with you.
On St. Patrick's Day and the entire weekend, a great spot to go to is Double Play Saloon. I will be in there probably once, maybe twice over the weekend. Double Play Saloon, located in Blue Island, in the heart of Blue Island, at 13011 Western Avenue. $5 basket lunch specials, $13 Miller and Bud family buckets. And I don't know if you've been out there recently, but the Irish and Reuben rolls are back for the season. Get your corned beef fix with a double play twist. They look like really fancy Hot Pockets. Like a lot better than that, though. It's like fried goodness, and inside of it is a Reuben or a corned beef sandwich. Incredible. Queen of Hearts drawing at 9 o'clock every Friday night. Newly remodeled private gaming area. Make sure you check them out anytime you're in or around the island. Double Play Saloon, once again, at 13011 Western Avenue in Blue Island. We are a very Palos Heights-centric show. Brent Lewandowski on this program, and Lauren Koszola now. She is not new to this show. She's been on here a couple times, just been a couple of months since we heard from her. There was a lull in the wintertime, and now Lauren is back from the village to talk about some stuff that's coming up in Palos, and I can't wait to hear all about it. How are you, Lauren?
I'm good, Chris. Thanks for having me. How are you? I'm so glad to be back.
I'm happy to have you back. You have such a bubbly personality. You brighten up my show whenever you're on.
Oh, thanks.
We'll have to get you over here to the 9-foot homemade oak bar. You can actually see the studio. We'll have a blast, or we'll get out to Palos and be at one of these events that you're going to have. What do you guys have coming up? I would imagine you have stuff. Spring break is about to start. You have Easter coming up. What is coming up soon in Palos that might be fun for people?
Oh, yeah. We have a ton of fun stuff stuff coming up for Easter. And so our first event that will be coming up, we have a sensory-friendly egg hunt, which will be on February 8th at 7 p.m. You do have to register, but it's free, and that's going to take place inside. So if maybe you have a child or yourself, the regular egg hunt is just like overstimulating for children because it's loud. There's 500 to 600 people there. We're offering that for any and all to come have a more chill egg hunt inside. So that'll be on April 8th. And then on April 9th, we're going to have our Eggapalooza egg hunt. So that will be out at Myers Park, which is behind the Rec Center at 10:30 and at 10:45. And we recommend people get there early because it gets pretty filled up. So we have about 10,000 eggs that we stuff and that we're going to put out for kids to get. So it will be super fun. Peter Rabbit himself will be there. The bunny will be out taking pictures with everyone. And prior to that, on the same day, on April 9th, we're also having our Pancakes with Peter Rabbit, which is a pancake breakfast for families to come out and have a more, one-on-one time with the bunny. Royal Berry, a local restaurant, provides our breakfast for us, and it's $85 per table, and that's like for a table of 8. So you definitely have to register for that one, but the egg hunts are free, so everyone and all are welcome to attend.
So on the 8th,
yes,
you have the nice, calm, chill Easter egg hunt. On the 9th is pandemonium, rush for the eggs, screaming,
yes,
children everywhere, parents going, where are you going? Like just that the nutsy one is on the 9th. The chill, you see, I'd be a chill one. You see, new parents want to do those big crazy ones, but as an experienced parent, I'd be like, I'm going and doing the chill one.
Yeah, we're going to have it indoors. It's not going to be as, wild and crazy. So it's going to be super nice. We want to offer it to any and all people so that everyone has the ability to do an egg hunt.
Does Peter Rabbit make you nervous? He always made me nervous. Like of all the holiday characters, right? Like Santa Claus is great, and but when you run into a giant bunny, it always makes me go, "Oh, this doesn't seem natural."
I feel like I've gotten used to him over the years, but at first, for sure, he was one that I thought twice about, talking to the bunny. So
right, yeah, that one.
Yeah, I feel you on that.
Yeah, that one gets a little nerve wracking. I have no problem talking with a leprechaun walking down the street during the Southside Irish Parade, but when I see a big giant bunny, it makes me a little weary.
I agree. I've become friends with Santa over the years, too, so we have a good relationship. But, yeah, me and the bunny, we're still working on that one. So
I can imagine. So then what happens after all of that excitement?
So after all of that, on April 16th, we have our annual Chocolate Chase Rabbit Race 5K run. So the registration for that is open right now. And if people are listening, if they use the code LUCKY when they register, and they can go to our website, palosheightsrec.org, they can get $5 off for the race.
And did you say there was like chocolate involved in this too?
Yes. So at the end of the race, everyone gets unlimited amounts of chocolate. We usually have like chocolate-covered bananas, and it's a super fun day, and it's a great community race. It's not, super competitive. So if you've never done a 5K before, it's okay. You can sign up, and it's still a lot of fun. So
see, this is, you know what, Lauren? I don't know. This feels very scammy to me. Like you're bringing out a crowd that's healthy. Because I don't run 5Ks, so I need a ton of chocolate. But you're bringing out a healthy crowd, and you're saying unlimited chocolate. And after they have their first bite, they'll be like, that's too much. I won't be able to run next week. Like, this seems scammy to me.
I know, it does. But you have to also celebrate your life, right? It's Easter. You got to eat the chocolate.
Right.
Reese's, eggs, chocolate-covered bunnies, the whole shabam we'll have. So
that's awesome.
It's super fun. Yeah, and so that will be on April 16th. And then we start moving into summer, which is crazy. So that kind of wraps up like our spring events. But our summer playbook is going to be coming out the first week of April. So people should definitely look out for that. And our summer registration is going to begin on April 11th. So summer is right around the corner, and the weather that we're having right now feels like summer. So
you know what I love about what you guys do there, and I don't know if everybody does it, but over in Palos Heights, when you guys have an event, it seems as though you're not only inviting everybody from Palos Heights, but you want people to come in from other areas. And it's never like it's just for residents or it's just for this. You guys are always like, come on in and hang out in Palos Heights.
Yeah, we love it. Obviously, we love catering to our community and we love celebrating them, but we also love inviting everyone to come into Palos Heights and see how great of a community it is. You're right. We love inviting everyone from the surrounding communities and beyond to come and see what we're about because we're pretty awesome. So.
Good stuff. I can't wait to get out to an event or two. Lauren and I were talking right before we started talking on this show about some stuff. Southside Pod is going to make sure that we are out in Palos a few times this spring, this summer. Can't wait to do it. And Lauren, can't wait to talk to you again. I appreciate you jumping on and telling us all about your events coming up here in the next month or so.
Thank you so much. I can't wait to chat again soon.
Thank you for listening to see what's happening on the Southside Pod. On the Southside Pod, join us again, and be sure to tell a friend about the Southside Pod, about the Southside Pod, all things about the neighborhood we live in, all things about the places that we go. It's the best side of Chicago, the South Side Pod.
So you left your wife at home so you could drink pitchers of beer.
She's going to be my DD later. That's right. I knock her up and then I got a DD.